Sadness is just one of the many emotions associated with grieving, but it's not the only one. You may also be experiencing simultaneously other emotions, and you can be angry and sad all at the same time. Those two emotions can coexist. You might find yourself being resentful towards the cosmos, to God, for taking away your loved one, and depending on the situation, it's also typical to feel angry at the person that's passed away. You might also be furious about the circumstances. For instance, if you're now left to manage life alone, you might feel helpless and resentful for being left alone. And if you're dealing with complicated grief, anger may be a long-lasting emotion in your life. And also, if anger was a primary emotion during the mourning period, this could result in protracted grief disorder. And it can be because you haven't adequately processed the agony of the loss. So how do you manage anger when you're grieving? Well, you could become even more upset by being angry. It could make you feel bad about expressing your feelings in a way that society might consider inappropriate. But being angry is normal, and grief and anger go hand in hand. Now, most people who are grieving will experience anger at some point. The solution might not be to suppress the anger. Applying strategies to deal with your anger while also managing your grief will be really helpful. Now, here are 5 ways to manage bereavement anger. 1. Regularizing anger. Now, being harsh on yourself for feeling the way you do when you're upset could really make things worse. Like all other emotions, anger is a feeling that may be felt and is best expressed in moderation. In order to lessen the shame, guilt, and stigma associated with such a strong feeling, anger needs to be seen as a normal component of the grieving process. 2. Finding another outlet and trying to educate yourself about the cycle of grieving, and you could discuss this with your loved ones. Now, this might help you to express your feelings without upsetting others. And another excellent option for letting your anger out is writing. Now, you might want to express yourself through it without actually speaking to someone. To handle this and other powerful emotions, think about using writing exercises. 3. Problem-solving anger. Now, it's possible that you have absolutely no idea why you snap at someone in the heat of the moment and why you can't fall asleep because of your racing mind. You might be responding abruptly to something or someone, and it would ordinarily just go unnoticed. But in these situations, taking the effort to trace the source of your rage can help you comprehend and steer clear of future triggers. You might not be mad at some other person. It might be a result of your grief, and taking a moment to acknowledge this could actually help you deal with the emotion in a healthier way. 4. Slow down a little. Big changes might add to the overwhelm, those emotions that you're already experiencing. So give yourself the permission and the time to grieve if you can. It's not necessary to make big decisions and act immediately. There is no requirement that says you've got to change your career, expand your family, sort out the wardrobe. None of that has to be done right now. Allow yourself the time to process the loss. Now, that will only reduce any irritations that might fuel further anger. 5. Seek help. Speak with a therapist who can really help you recognize the symptoms of complicated grieving. Now, they'll have a deeper understanding of the feelings that you're going through, and they could also help you to learn the coping mechanisms for handling bereavement. Now, there is no normal way or ideal method of grieving. It's normal to have waves of rage in addition to other feelings. Let's recap. So anger is a normal emotion to experience during the grieving process. You may still be sad though. However, anger can be overwhelming since it's a naturally powerful emotion. And a mental health expert might be able to assist you if your grief and anger symptoms don't go away on their own or they get worse.